Okay, there we go. Sorry, we had been having all sorts of weird technical difficulties all day today. For a while, YouTube wouldn't even let me like register the video or the live or whatever you call this to even do it. And then I finally got that to work, and I'm trying to. Anyway, it's a day. Ah. So, welcome to Pieces of Pat Paint. I'm Pat. I paint things. Sir McBeardsly is our lovely moderator. Don't get unruly, or he will chase you out of here. Not that anybody ever really does, but it's fun to say that. Anyway, we are working on the penguin. We're gonna get to that here in just a second. I started a little early because I was having so many problems with YouTube. When I finally got to go through, I was like, you know what? Fine, whatever time it says it's gonna start. That's great. Fine by me. We're just gonna get in there and get going. We got plenty to do anyway. So anyway, so if you like art and you like you know, drawing and painting and sculpting and all sorts of crazy stuff, we're probably the channel for you. Give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps us grow the channel and all that sort of stuff. We're super close to the mythical 500, which is your first, like, you have to have 500 before they'll even consider you. So once we get to 500, then we'll start trying to do the next part of that monetization thing, which is kind of fun. It'd be a fun lark to have. My Facebook is monetized, and all I do over there is complain about the government. So you'd think that art would be easy to sell, but it's not quite as easy as I wish it was. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's enough time. I'll let filter in. I keep reading that. I keep seeing that. We should let people filter in and then go. And then I'm like, man, I suppose once we really get popular, that'll be a thing. But for now, I don't feel like it is. All right. So we've got Mr. Oswald Collabot, or don't call me Oswald Collabot, call me Penguin. Looks like I missed a little bit underneath there. We'll blacken that. Well, we got to paint all that in anyway, so we'll paint that in. And you probably won't even be able to tell. Oh, I'm okay. I'm trying to stay on top of things. I really have hurt my shoulder, unfortunately. I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Right? Little Britney Spears action. I was working on the garden, and I definitely injured myself yet again. So I'm a little sore, but other than that, I seem to be okay. So I got that going for me, which is nice. All right, so we're gonna put this stuff back on here. just wanted to make sure we got everything looking good. And we're going to do a little bit. I'm going to leave the cigarette out of his mouth. But we're going to do a little bit of a zenithal highlight on this. As a start, for those of you who don't know what a zenithal highlight is, it's just like a layer of white on the parts that will be the highlights. Or at least that's the idea. The highlights are interesting because that's kind of the tips of things where the light has the most opportunity to hit it. On a photograph, it's really, really important. It's pretty important on a sculpture too, but not quite as important in photography as it is in photography and painting on a 2D, any kind of 2D art. Highlights are super important. They were very helpful on miniatures too, but they're not like completely and totally the end all be all like it is for other stuff. But yeah, you know, we're doing all right, getting things planted. Man, I've got so much stuff. Picked up some of those Egyptian walking onions that you guys, you're always raving about. So we got some of those to go with our chives. I've got some carrots. I got to plant those, but I got to make a bed for that. I'm going to make a bed for the carrots and the sweet potatoes and the fennel and dill and walking onions. They all need their own beds. We're also working on a bed for the 2 beds for the berries. 3 technically. 3. Because I got a strawberry, blackberry, raspberry beds left to build. We made one for the elderberry, so now we have the elderberry bush too. It's kind of funny. Elderberries, I like elderberry. Not everybody's into that. I think it's a tasty thing. I like. Oh, okay then. Just get right there on the floor, whatever. Alrighty. Dry brushing is pretty easy if you make it easy. If you make it hard, it's hard. Definitely want to get those edges going real good, especially on this hat. Now again, you could do this with an airbrush if you wanted, if you just wanted to go fast. Now for me, airbrushes, I like airbrushing. But for zenithals, I almost prefer the hand done zenithaling. This is monocle. It's now on the ground. That is unfortunate. We're going to have to find that here in just a second. Hopefully it is easy to find. That's not good. It's tiny and it's down there. Woo! Okay. Yeah, I love elderberry too. It's so good. Just wiped myself a ham cheese sando. There you go. Garlic sourdough. Nice. There you go. Like it. I had breakfast burritos for breakfast burrito for breakfast this morning. It was mighty tasty. pepperoni yolks on the sandwich. Yeah, a lot of people really like that. So definitely a hit with the people that are into it are real into it. It depends to me. Sometimes I'm really about it. Sometimes I'm not so much. Nice jammy yolk, yeah. Yeah, like I said, it depends. It depends. If the bread's soft, I'm definitely down. If it's too crunchy, I don't like it quite as much. All right. Bing, bada boom, bada bing, bing, boom. Looking very hideous. Okay, so now we gotta pick colors. Colors. So many colors it could be. I want to do his hair because I want to do it kind of like an emperor penguin. So, or at least some of the color tones. So I'm gonna give him hair color that's kind of got that. Okay, so I'm guessing we need to do. I hate doing blacks. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at some stuff for inspiration. Right. See, a lot of times they've got him in black and white. Silvers, grayish purples. That's kind of a fun gray with the big overcoat, a bit of white underneath. Always purple. Always with the purples. Okay. Alright, let's do a gray overcoat. Not Payne's gray. Let's do... saute a bunch of different veggies. There you go. Spaghetti, Korean style ground beef. Nice. I did, what did we make last night? Shepherd's pie. I made a giant shepherd's pie last night. I might make some fried rice tonight. I don't know. Probably depends a lot on how I'm feeling as that the day goes on. Yeah. It's definitely I'm definitely feeling it, man. I am worn. I'm worn out. Man, I almost like the idea of this purple hat. Almost more like maybe a grayish purple. So it's not quite like what the Joker is wearing or what Two-Face is wearing, right? That's what we want right there. Forgot to talk. See, I'm now. Now I know I'm tired because I'm talking. I'm not talking. I'm just painting and not talking at all. Dude, man. Okay. Yeah, cottage pie and sugar pie, always good. Always good. I got so much gardening I gotta do. The next 3 weeks is gonna be nothing but working on the homestead. Every day a little something. Every day a little something. That's the way you do it, though. You just a little bit every day. A little bit every day. Keep working it around. Pretty easy stuff here. Definitely not trying to do anything crazy. It is just a top hat after all. Do you use ale in your sauce? Ale? Ale? You mean scotch? Ale. Put no ale in there. Sounds like something the English would do. You mean Scotch whiskey. Ale schmale. That's funny. Which scotch is expensive and I don't drink it. Yeah, it's definitely not free. That's true. We always put scotch in everything. If it's from if it's a Scottish English dish, yeah, you can bet we put scotch in it. I actually keep a bottle of scotch that's cooking scotch. It's not even drinking scotch. It's my cooking scotch. But I drink this stuff, so you know, maybe that gives me a little bit more reason to have so much of it without looking like an alcoholic. Wait a minute. No, I don't think that works. I think I'd still look like an alcoholic, right? Man. I swear to God, this dog. No, she wants out right here in the middle of this show. That's right, that easy to play anyway. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, okay. So now, kind of need a furry color. Not that kind of furry. Not that kind of furry, you weirdos. So that's Naples yellow. Put that off to the side and dry for a second. Do a little white. Naples. Really light yellow color. I'm just gonna paint this whole thing in it. These are all our base coats. We're going to come back and do a little bit more work on a lot of this later. We want to get all our basic colors blocked out, all the ideas done, and then we'll start working on details and fading and shadows and blah blah blah. Now some of that's already getting done. That zenithal highlight is going to do a lot of the extra work for us down at the bottoms of everything, down underneath it all. And it's almost imperceptible to people who don't do paintings and stuff all the time. And some painters don't believe in it at all. Blues, pinks. Not that kind of fur. get YouTube on our case talking about that stuff too much. That's funny. YouTube doesn't actually care what we do. For those of you who are listening, they don't. We're not big enough for them to notice anything we're doing over here. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. That starts with you hitting that subscribe button. Oh my god. I hate shilling. But you gotta shill, I guess. That's just the way it goes, right? If we don't shill, then the channel doesn't grow. If the channel doesn't grow, then that makes for sad pat. Sad pat makes no art. That means the channel doesn't grow, and then more sad pat. Blah, blah, blah. So, help us not have sad me. Help us have happy me. Give us a like and a subscribe. It didn't cost you anything. And it means the world to me. I don't have any better sales pitch than that, so hopefully that helped. That was all I got. I am not the salesperson when it comes to selling these sort of things. You want to talk about food? I can sell you on food. I know how to sell food. YouTube channels, man, I'm still trying to learn that one. I guess I just don't really understand what makes good YouTube content for my style of stuff. I guess we just kind of keep going because it is, we've slowly gotten more followers and more view time and more. It slowly goes up. So I guess maybe the key is consistency. So yeah, I do know. Everybody just wants that get quick, easy, and quick and easy thing to happen to them, and that's not. I don't think that's real, y'all. I think that's what they sell you on when you're young to make you feel like you can do anything. That some people just make it rich, But that's not necessarily the reality of it. You gotta really put in your time, and you gotta pay your dues. You gotta work on it. What do you need a liver ultrasound for anyway? You been having pain in your liver? Peeing blood or something? Don't say that sort of shit. That's scary. You can't die before me, bro. I'm way older than you. That would not be fair. No, we're not gonna tolerate that shit. I mean, definitely don't share a bunch of medical personal information on the internet. You can always message me later. But no way, bro. No. We're not gonna have you we're not having you going out on us just yet. And yeah, go get your shit checked. If you gotta get something checked, guys, get it checked. Listen, they don't even have to listen, you can get your colon checked and you don't even have to have anybody put their finger in your boo-boo. Okay. They might have to do that later on, depending on what happens, but it starts off, it's not putting it, you can ease your way into it. Just like you, and I hope that your doctor's going to ease into it. That's why I like, before you choose a doctor, y'all, when you get older, my friends, there, gentlemen, make sure you don't pick a guy that's got real knobby knuckles. That's nasty. Oof, my fingers. Gotta let the thaw for a second. Doctor says to have liver numbers are a little off. Yeah, they always do that shit. Yeah, it might just be them playing the insurance thing. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not a big deal. They do like to play this insurance game, though, man. That's a real thing. They will do that. The bat is down. Ever so carefully. Yeah, fatty liver is definitely not something like that. Be careful about what you're eating. That goes for everybody out there. Y'all be careful about what you're eating. Especially if you're starting to get older, make sure you're, try to get some more vegetables in. Eat some berries or something, man. Berries high antioxidants, pretty good for you. Pretty tasty too, More natural sugars. Maybe stop drinking soda pop. That's what I did. Because I used to drink coffee and soda. That was bad. So I switched over to it's the soda waters, that they're so popular now, LaCroix and Waterloo and whatever. Now, I don't get those. What's the ones that's got the caffeine in? Liquid Death waters. I don't get those, but because I still drink coffee if I want caffeine. But switching off, getting rid of all that excess high fructose corn syrup was a big, big deal. Oh, my fingers. Okay. Let that chill out for just a second. All right, now. He is going to have a white shirt, that's for sure. Very penguin-esque. Very nice. Very evil. Anybody watching Danhausen make things go weird on WWE? Oh man, nobody had any idea what that was till it got started, and I was like, man, this guy. I've been seeing him kind of pop on and off a bunch of these circuits, the wrestling circuits. Some of the commentators will tell you we're talking about the people who actually talk about wrestling instead of the announcers who tell you the storyline. The actual, like, I don't know if news is the right thing for a fake thing. Because when again, wrestling fake is weird. So K-Fab, those guys really are doing stunts, but like the storylines aren't real. The stunts are real. Like they really are performing stunts in those rings. And somebody really can get hurt. I remember when Owen Hart died. So you don't really want to say it's not real because it's real. It's just it's scripted. It's a stunt show. Anyway, and they're really good at it. The ones that are professionals, so you should give them some respect. Anyway, Danhausen is freaking hilarious. And if you don't know who Danhausen is, you should watch it because the guy's hilarious. Yeah, real dangerous stunts. Some of that stuff is like, what's that Alan Darby guy? Crazy shit. And that Pinta guy, man, I saw him do this one, Pinta and this other luchador. They went like off the top of like a giant ladder in the ring and then like down through 9 tables or something. Like, oh my god. Begging to get hurt. Man, market is having a very strange day. I wish I could say that was unexpected. It was totally expected. Where are we at? 46 minutes? Alright, we're doing great. Okay. Man, really? Okay, so I want to do this vest yellow, but I want to make it. The yellow I want to make it is going to be, I want it kind of a dingy yellow and a black. Maybe a gray over top of it. I don't know. We got a lot of. This has got a lot of texture to it, so we got a lot of texture to work on here. First off, I'm gonna just get this. I'm gonna put a Naples yellow as a drop down back color because, like we've said several times, yellow doesn't necessarily go on things really well. This Naples should be perfect for what we're trying to do because it's in between. We used it for the fur and it's so close to white that it should just kind of blend right in on a lot of this other stuff until we come back and hit it up with the darker parts. Well, and another yellow. We're gonna go probably cadmium medium, maybe a deep, maybe deep cadmium. Maybe we might get it really yellow. Make sure your paint's not so thick that you're losing your texture. That is probably the first thing you should learn how to do if you want to start getting into painting, is thin in your paints properly so that you don't lose out your texture or make it so thin it doesn't stick to things. And that's something you can you'll be practicing on forever, honestly. Yeah, man. Some of those things I've seen them, like I've gone to several wrestling events live, and when you see it live, you're like, dang, because it's pretty crazy regardless. But like when you see them do it in person, like they, I don't know. It's mind-boggling. There we go. Deep. That's what we're for. Mind-boggling. All right, so this is a real heavy, deep yellow. That's a nice bright yellow. More around thin coat of this white here. I love when I put everything back, and then I'm like, where did I put it? I'm like, why put it back? You put where back? Back then, where did it? But where did it go for real though? On the floor. Up here, maybe. Thought I put them all up. That's Naples. That's Pelrose Blush. That's that. Where is Turquoise? Oh well, I will find it. We're going to go ahead and close up for the day. I'll find it. We'll let this dry up, and we'll get to Penguin's Head tomorrow. So we are getting little bit by little bit. We're getting there. Definitely looking. All right. Let's see. Well, yeah, we got a little bit done. We're gonna find that other paint and then get moving on that. We'll be back tomorrow. Do some more stuff. Hang out. Finish painting up the penguin. Might even get around to moving into Deadpool as my next target after this. I'm gonna go to Deadpool and then maybe some Star Wars stuff or something like that. I don't know. Gonna do a couple different things. See what we can get working and sell over at this show in later on this month, March 28th at the fairgrounds, the Pershing building. Come in and see us. We'll be down there hanging out, making different stuff and things like that. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna probably go put some things in pots, plants in pots, and get ready for tomorrow. We'll be back making more minis and more paintings and more drawings and whatever else. You guys have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of somebody else. Take care of people you don't know. Yeah, they're fun. I'm excited about the others. Anyway, and I'll do another post about the garden eventually. Once we get, I've got a lot of stuff to establish first. So then once we do that, I'll put up another little short or something about that. What we got going on. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate everybody who hangs out and everybody who watches these videos. Whether you catch them while they're live or you catch them after the fact, you guys are awesome. I really cannot tell you how cool it is to get like people enjoying these things. I don't know. It really boosts your mood when you see some likes and some views and stuff like that. It's cool stuff. Anyway, hopefully we'll see you again on the next time, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.